Have you ever looked into someone's eyes? They smiled, they nodded, they even said they were proud of you. But something deep inside you twisted like your soul whispered, "This person doesn't mean it." You can't explain it. There's no proof, no fight, no betrayal, nothing on the surface. But their energy feels off. Their applause sounds hollow. Their laughter feels rehearsed. And when you rise, they pause for just a second before pretending to clap. This is no coincidence. You're not crazy. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the dark, unspoken side of the human psyche. It hides behind fake smiles, polite compliments, and empty cheers. But inside it holds a storm. Envy, resentment, hate, and secret competition. And if you keep ignoring that whisper in your gut, you'll pay the price emotionally, mentally, sometimes even physically. Because when hate wears a mask of love, it becomes a slow poison. It doesn't stab you in the back. It drains you while hugging you. In this video, I'll reveal 8 disturbing signs that someone close to you secretly hates you, not dislikes hate. And trust me, most people don't recognize these signs until it's too late. Until they're betrayed, used, or broken. But if you stay with me until the end, sign number 8 will flip a switch in your brain and change how you read people for the rest of your life. Chapter 1. Sarcasm, contempt. The poison behind the joke. You're so sensitive. Relax, I was just joking. You've heard that, haven't you? It sounds casual, playful even, but it cuts. Every single time. What if I told you those aren't jokes, they're weapons wrapped in a smile? Because sarcasm isn't always harmless. Sometimes it's surgical hate. They know your insecurities, your weight, your background, your past mistakes, and they keep poking them over and over. While everyone else laughs, you feel cornered, embarrassed. But if you react, you become the problem. Let's call it what it is. Emotional manipulation. Carl Jung once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." But people who refuse to understand themselves project that irritation outward. They make you their emotional dump. Their sarcasm isn't comedy, it's contempt. And their laughter, a camouflage. If their jokes always sting, if you feel anxious around their humor, if you laugh with everyone else but cry alone later, that's not friendship, that's psychological warfare. They aren't joking. They're hurting you, slowly, skillfully, and without leaving a bruise. Chapter 2. Subtle sabotage. The knife in the back wrapped in concern. Ever had that friend who forgot to mention something important? That one piece of info that could have changed everything. Or the one who accidentally gave you advice that made things worse. They missed your big moment, didn't show up when it mattered most, claimed they were busy again. Once? Okay, life happens. Twice? Coincidence. But 3 times, 4, every time? That's not bad memory, that's intentional sabotage. And the worst part, they don't stab you in the back. They do it while hugging you. Carl Jung warned us, the person who feels inferior will often try to lower others rather than rise themselves. They don't want to see you win, because every step you take forward reminds them of where they're stuck. So what do? They keep you small, quietly, gently, through forgetfulness, bad advice, fake encouragement. They'll say, "I was just trying to help," but deep down they know exactly what they're doing. They look like your support system, but they're the quiet storm destroying your confidence from the shadows. If someone keeps delaying your growth, missing your moments, feeding your doubt, it's not concern, it's control. They don't want to lose you, but only as long as you stay beneath them. Chapter 3. Silent competition. When every win becomes a war, you share good news, a promotion, a new project, a small win. You expect a smile, maybe a hug, but what you get is, "Oh yeah, guess what I just did?" Suddenly your moment isn't yours anymore. You shine and they dim the lights. You rise, they raise themselves higher, but not to celebrate with you, to overshadow you. It's never direct, never loud, but always there. That subtle shift in tone, that forced smile, that desperate need to match or beat you. Carl Jung nailed it. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. But instead of understanding, they compete. Because what they see in you, growth, happiness, purpose, is what they've neglected in themselves. So they turn every celebration into a scoreboard at you. Every congratulations into an arms race, not because they hate your success, but because your light makes their shadow feel darker. You didn't enter a competition, but they did. Silently, secretly, relentlessly. If your wins start invisible wars, If your happiness triggers passive comparison games, you're not growing with a friend. You're surviving a silent enemy. Chapter 4. Superficial kindness. The smile that never reaches the eyes. They say all the right things. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Wow, that's amazing. But your heart doesn't buy it, because deep down you can feel it. The warmth is missing. Their eyes look elsewhere. Their tone lacks soul. Genuine people don't just say they care. They show up. They feel with you. They cry with you. They dance in your victories and hold your hand in your storms. Fake friends? They disappear. Missing during your highs, absent during your lows, and when they are around, their energy feels off, cold, indifferent, almost robotic. Carl Jung called it ego dissociation. When someone becomes so emotionally cut off, they lose the ability to connect with real human experience. They don't hate you, but they're not capable of loving you either. If someone's kindness feels like an auto-reply, if their presence is always missing when your soul needs them, you're not in a friendship. You're in a performance. And no matter how good the script is, you'll always feel the hollowness behind their smile. Chapter 5. Controlling through care. The most dangerous manipulation, it always starts soft. This is for your own good. You'll understand one day. I just don't want you to get hurt. It sounds sweet, safe, protective, but deep inside you feel something's not right. Your shoulders drop. Your excitement fades. Your voice trembles when defending your choices. Because what they call a care is actually control. They don't scream, they don't fight. They influence subtly, gently, like a snake wrapping around you slowly while whispering lullaby. You share an idea, they tell you it's too risky. You dream out loud, they say you're being unrealistic. Make a decision, they suggest you're not thinking straight. And the most dangerous part, they're not always wrong. Sometimes their advice sounds smart, sometimes their guidance seems mature. But it doesn't lift you, it shrinks you. Carl Jung explained it perfectly. A people who can't control their own chaos try to dominate others to feel safe. Their life is spinning. Their emotions are messy, so instead of healing, they control, because it gives them a false sense of order. They don't believe in your growth. They believe in their grip over you, so they play the long game. They don't force, they condition, they create a world where you start thinking, I need their advice. I shouldn't move forward without checking with them. What if they're right and I fail? But let me ask you, if someone's care consistently makes you feel powerless, doubtful, or dependent, is that really care? True support gives you wings, false concern gives you chains.